Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your bro here. Hope you're doing well, and I have a special treat for you guys in this video. We're going to be using overloaded constructors to bake some pizzas. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. One like equals one prayer for the YouTube algorithm. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be discussing overloaded constructors. These are multiple constructors within a class with the same name, but they have different parameters, and that's the key thing to take away from this. When you combine a constructor's name plus its parameters, it's also known as a signature. And if you have constructors with the same name, they need to have different parameters because they should all have their own unique signature. To best demonstrate this, we're going to be baking some pizzas. Within my same project folder, I have a pizza class as well as a class that contains my main method. So let's create the constructor for this pizza. It's the same name as the class, followed by parentheses, and then a set of curly braces. Let's also instantiate an instance of the pizza class. Create a pizza object. So it's the name of the class, followed by a unique name for this object. I'm going to call this pizza, all lowercase, equals new pizza, parentheses, semicolon. So we now have a pizza object. And let's assemble this pizza and pass in some ingredients as arguments. So let's say that in order to bake a pizza, we would like a bread, a sauce, a cheese, and a topping. So let's declare some of these variables outside of the constructor. So we have string, bread, is it thick crust, flatbread, whatever, a sauce, a cheese, and a topping. I guess all of these variables will be strings for this video, but you can mix and match them. Alright, so if we instantiate an instance of the pizza class, create a pizza, let's assign some of these values that we receive, and let's set up the parameters for this pizza constructor. So we would like a bread, so that will be one parameter, a sauce, a cheese, and a topping. Now, in order to create our pizza, we need matching arguments because the parameters are the rules. We have to send our pizza 4 strings, and they will serve as the bread, the sauce, the cheese, and the topping. So, what kinds of ingredients should we use to bake our first pizza? Let's say we need a bread, so let's say this is a thick crust pizza. And a sauce, tomato I guess, a cheese, maybe mozzarella, I probably spelt that wrong, and a topping, let's say pepperoni. I probably spelt that wrong too, but I don't care. So, we can now construct a pizza object, and for this pizza constructor, it requires 4 strings that will serve as a bread, a sauce, a cheese, and a topping. And then let's assign these real quick. So this dot bread equals the bread that is passed to us as an argument. And repeat the steps for sauce, cheese, and topping. This dot sauce equals sauce. This dot cheese equals cheese. And this dot topping equals topping. And let's print this pizza. System.out.println. Let's display a message such as, here are the ingredients of your pizza. And I'll just print these all on a new line for each. System.out.println. Pizza.bread, because I want to access the bread variable of our pizza object. And we'll access the others too. So we have sauce, cheese, and a topping. So we're passing in 4 strings. Here are the ingredients of your pizza. It's a thick crust, tomato, mozzarella, pepperoni pizza. Alright, now here's a situation. What if we want a plain cheese pizza? We don't want any toppings. So you know what? I'm going to get rid of the pepperoni. But wait a second, we're going to have a problem. We need to pass in 4 strings, and we're only going to be sending in 3. One way that we can solve this problem is to create overloaded constructors. So overloaded constructors, they can have the same name, but different parameters. So what we can do is create another constructor with the same name. I'm going to copy all of this, paste it. So right now, these parameters are the same. They have, these constructors, the same name as well as the same parameters. So this is not legal because they have the same signature. Let's create a constructor that doesn't have a topping. It's only a bread, a sauce, and a cheese. And we do not need to assign this topping, so we can take that out. And you can see that that issue went away. We can now construct a pizza that has only 3 ingredients. But if we were to attempt to display the topping, it just says null, but everything works just fine. Now, what if we were to remove the cheese? Let's say it's a vegan pizza, just tomato sauce and bread. So we need a constructor that takes 2 arguments, 2 strings. So let's copy one of these constructors, paste it, and change the parameters. So this pizza constructor only takes 2 arguments, a bread and a sauce. And it functions just fine. And why stop there? Let's remove the sauce entirely so we can create a pizza that only has bread, and that's it. So we'll need to create another overloaded constructor that has only 1 parameter, a string value, string bread, and we will assign this bread equals bread. And for some reason, if you wanted to create a pizza that only has bread, well, you can do so. Here are the ingredients of your pizza, thick crust. And then, you can also create a constructor that has no arguments. So that's kind of like what we had in the original video on object-oriented programming. So we had the name of the class with no arguments and no parameters. So you could create an object that has no attributes assigned, where all the ingredients are empty. So a pizza that has nothing will cost you $0 and 0 cents in real life, I guess. Well, everybody, that's the basics of overloaded constructors in Java. If you would like a copy of all this code, I will post all of this in the comments down below. But yeah, that's the basics of overloaded constructors in Java. Hey you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you learned something new, then you can help me help you in 3 easy steps by smashing that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you'd like to become a fellow bro.